Hello everyone, welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. Well, in anticipation of this storm that is coming, we're going to do a harvest. It's pretty much a hunt and peck affair here. The weeds have taken over up here. I've got my rake here. I'm just kind of poking down like this to see if I can find them. You can't find them visually now, really. And there's not that many left up here. There's just too many weeds. Tata and I were talking about this earlier today. So we're going to spray after, probably this is going to be our last harvest up here, and I don't think we're going to get many 50, 100 kilos max. Because you can't find them. So we're going to do this little harvest, and then we're going to spray all these weeds, and then we're going to mow it and plant one more time. And so like 6 months from now we will that next harvest will be completed. 6-7 months from now, 8 months from now, because it's gonna take some time to get all these weeds down. Throw that one here, Tete. So we're gonna spray it and then mow it and plant again, and then at the end of the next cycle we're going to spray and mow again, but at that time we'll probably do a burn, and then we'll come through with, I don't know, something. Maybe we can find a rototiller to rent or something and work up this soil again and get rid of the majority of those little stumps from all the trees that were taken down. And then we're going to put down plastic. The only way to win against these weeds is with plastic. Like, we mowed up here, we sprayed up here 2 times each. We mowed and sprayed, and look what we're dealing with. You cannot win against these weeds unless you have plastic down. It's impossible. We tried it. That's a squash plant right there, and these poor plants, you know, they try to get up on top to get some sunlight and produce. Hello, White. Or is that Stubby? Hey, Stubby. But you just, you know, you can't make this happen unless you have weed control. And we've tried the spraying, mowing thing, and it doesn't work. These weeds are too prolific. That's part of living in the jungle. So that's what's moving forward up here. You can see the difference that down in those fields with the plastic that we planted down there. That's the way to do it. And I was also talking to Tata earlier today. Since we can't find seeds, and you know, you know, we can scrounge together a few pesos to buy enough seeds to plant field 3 there and finish planting field 5, but we can't find the seeds. They're just, you know, we bought them all out. They've been on order for like a month, and welcome to the Philippines, they haven't showed up yet. So we're just going to save a couple of the best squash out of this harvest and save them for seed. We're going to save seeds from them, and from those we'll plant field 3 and finish up planting field 5 there. That's all we can do. Can't wait forever for seeds. I mean, that field 3 there has been ready to plant for a month. We just haven't had the seeds. So we're going to remedy that problem. We're going to take seeds and dry them, and you know, that whole process will probably take about a week. And we're going to plant, because we can't move forward like this without. There's a nice one right there. Nice enough. All we've got to do is jump this canyon here to get it. And Tatai's already gone through this area. This is what I mean. You basically got to feel them, because you can't see them when you're looking. This is a pretty fair-sized squash here, and Tatai just went right over the top of it. And I don't have anything. I'm doing a video. I don't have anything to cut this off the vine with. Alright, Tatai and I were just talking. Look, it's just luck of the draw if you happen to stumble upon one and you're able to pick it. There's, I don't know, there's probably a lot of squash out there. We just can't find it. And unless you creep and crawl and feel your way around every square foot of this up here, we're not going to find the squash. So what we're going to do is mow it. We're going to mow this and pick the last of the squash that are there, and go, and you know, and then go from there. I mean, I've tromped around out in there all over, and I know that I'm missing them. Found one? We have found a couple that are suitable to save the seeds from. Okay, I just found one. This one here. Save the seeds from that one. And maybe this one also. So we've got a couple that we can save for seeds, but you know, not much of a harvest here. Tatai says he's got a full bucket over at the house, and that was from this side of field 6. So I think most of the pesos from this harvest is going to go for gas to mow all this. Probably need 600 or 700 pesos worth of gas, and we'll at least have enough seed. I'd kind of thought we'd use the seed from the far side of field 6, because those are coming on now. We would save the biggest from those, which will be ready to harvest in about a month or 6 weeks, and that's about the time that this field, all this will be ready to plant again. So I was thinking we'd just save the squash from that field for seed, and use the squash that we just harvested to finish up field 3 and the last part of field 5. But yeah, it's like this area here. So I'm gonna poke through here. This is a squash plant, so there's probably some squash right around in here, and that's how I've been finding them. Just find a squash plant and look around. See if I can get lucky here while I'm making a video. Yes, Mommy. Huh? Mommy, we can't find the squash. We just can't find them anymore.
Can't find?
The weeds are too thick. I mean, I found some. What you doing, buddy? These weeds are taller than you are. Really, the only way to do it is to feel with your hands or get lucky. And I got about a dozen out of there, maybe. So I thought I would add this in. So we're gonna get some seeds tonight. And I'll show you an example. You know, I'd said before that some of the vendors here in Talibon were preferring a slightly different type of squash than what we were growing. So these two here are from the plateau, and that's the kind that we were growing. And huh?
The kind we're growing the next like this also. Now,
yeah. Where did you get this one, love?
From my friend.
From your friend. So back up a little bit and you can see the difference in them. The ones that we've been growing are a bit flatter. Those are a bit rounder, more like a pumpkin. These are more like an acorn squash. Very pronounced ribs. These not so much, and the color is a little bit different. We can't get seeds of either variety, so we're gonna make our own seeds. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to open these up and get the seeds out. Marcel has her favorite knife out. Cleaver, really. Yeah. I love you. You don't want to piss off your Filipina when she owns one of those.
I noticed that you will say I love you if I'm holding knife.
I love you.
Or a bolo.
You. See?
See?
Oh, it's growing now.
They're already growing in there?
Yeah, look.
So are we going to wash those first?
No.
You just put them on there?
Yeah.
Won't they stick to that cardboard? Huh?
No, it will dry.
Okay.
And then ready to... Look.
It's
growing now. Goodness.
Marcel is of the opinion, and Tatai also, that they have to be dried so they won't rot when we put them in the ground. That one that's growing,
I found that it's not good.
that one that's already growing is going to die when it dries out. But it's one out of, I don't even really know how many seeds are in one of these. Yeah, it's already sprouting. You know what? Let's separate the ones that are sprouting, love. Huh? You don't want to? Just set them aside, and we'll keep those wet. Yeah?
Oh, why don't you plant it tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll plant it tomorrow.
We'll see.
All right, so this is the squash we got from the, what do you call this? The Francia? What's the name of it? This is the Garcia, right?
This one is I forgot.
You just said it a minute ago.
Yeah. I don't know.
So these seeds are from that squash, the rounder one. And I'm guessing there's about 300 there. So we're going to see what we get out of these two here.
Goodness, it's like I'm chopping up dinuguan now.
Chopping what?
Dinuguan. Very good.
Okay, so there they are. So these two here are from the flatter sort of squash that we have been raising. And this one is from the rounder, taller one. I guesstimated, I quickly counted like half of what's on that and came up with 150-ish. So that's why I'm guessing there's 300 on that. I'm thinking there's, I don't know, an easy, I don't know, 700 or 800 between those two there. So I'm thinking we got at least 1,000 seeds. The proof will be in how well they come up and if we actually get fruit out of them. I'm hoping, because 1,000 seeds is about, well, the cheapest we can get them, if we can find them, is 60 centavos each. So I don't know, that's 600 pesos worth.
Also, who wants squash?
And yeah, anybody wants some squash? We've got some, but we can only eat about half of one of those, so we're gonna have to give away some of this squash. But there you go. So we'll see how they do. We're gonna plant field 3 and the rest of field 5 with these. So wish us luck.
It will grow, I'm sure, 100%.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll grow, but how they produce, that's the question. It's the same oil.
It's the same oil.
Yeah, Marcel says it's the same. I don't know. Me myself, I would have just planted them direct. I wouldn't have waited for them to dry out. I just would have stuck them in the ground. But we'll do it the way Marcel and Tata want to do it, and go from there. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.